Yeah, let's get into it. Because it's the mother freaking duo.
It's the duo. Hello, everyone. Happy New Day.
Happy Sunday. We drop on Thursdays, but we recording this on a Sunday.
It is Sunday.
As you all know, I am Trinity Roche.
And I'm Destiny Lynn.
And this is the DNT
Podcast.
Podcast.
What's
What it
up?
do, what it ain't, and what it's going to be, and what it should have been.
Y'all, it's really a nice day.
It is.
I throw some laundry.
Ring loud,
It's all business, baby.
I didn't know that was a challenge that's going on.
Girl, yeah,
On
that's
TikTok.
why I sent you there too. I said we need to do this version of the challenge because I don't know what them folks do.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? We back at it with another episode. It is almost May. It is about to be May.
That's crazy.
Time is slipping away from me.
Don't wait for nobody. You better get up.
Seriously, man.
Get
Seriously.
left where you at.
Okay? Seriously. But let's get into it. Highlight. How you feeling? Highlight.
I feel good. I feel good. No, I feel good. Work. At this point I ain't even gonna start. I'm just stop talking about work because it's giving trash, boo, tomato. Who told me to keep doing that? But I made it through another week. What did I do? Oh, Sunday. What did I do? We had a little family night. My man and his son, and we went to this little. His son is into anime, so we went to this little like anime. It's like a takeout spot or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like they sell ramen or whatever, and then next to it is a whole like arcade with like just Japanese type video games and stuff. I said that's a really cool store if like you into that stuff because they like have where you can play the game in the store. They got like they got like 2 picnic tables and cards on the table that you can play cards like just a kiki spot. People that was in there you could tell. Like, they always go in there. They was dressed in costumes and stuff. They got a good little selection. But, we did that, and then my man took us to seafood. And, yeah, it was a good night, though. Yeah, I've been going to sleep early. Like, 10, 11 on the weekend. Good night.
Last night, I got a lot of good sleep yesterday. That's my
I love that for you.
I caught up on some sleep.
I love that for you, because you don't.
And baby was up today at about 8:30, 8:45.
Yeah, ready to go.
Ready to go back.
Ready to go back to sleep.
But,
man, you don't have any lashes on.
I know. Don't remind me.
Oh, my goodness. I did not peep that.
But
get into the hair, because what? There your bag. Period. What's the name? Is it?
It's that him.
Yeah.
I don't think I had just any major highlights. Like I said, I got to catch up on a lot of sleep yesterday.
That's the highlight. You don't
I just did some little ripping and running around. Did a little. Yeah, just did some mini shopping. Got some new perfume.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yes. I think I'm gonna start this summer if I can remember to. I need to make that a little thing I start posting on TikTok. Just some extra content to have.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to get up on the like I've been seeing these more on Pinterest and the One Lemon app. But they have like these combos that you have, like the lotion, the perfume, and then like another little soap.
Yes.
I'm like, I gotta get on that. I want to be that girly with all this stuff.
Yeah.
All the extra body scrubs. I just can't be like I'm gonna get it all at once.
Yeah.
Just let it grow, okay? So I've been adding a few.
Well, before we get into the topic, y'all know I'm always gonna come with a little fact here and there. So, like I think it was like a couple episodes I told y'all I found this little TikTok page. Now he do like everything that's going on in the news. and sorry,
that wasn't ready.
When the hookah hit you.
Man, it's backbiting. Wait a minute.
But it's like everything that happened on the news simplified in 60 seconds. And I just took some of the little interesting facts that I thought was pretty cool. I'm going to just read a few of them. One of them was scientists have cloned 2 endangered species animals together using frozen genes in a process that could possibly save other species from going extinct. Why are y'all out here doing that? I don't know. Leave them animals alone and let them die off naturally.
Man.
Yeah.
Just forcing.
We know y'all been cloning, but it's like, leave them in danger. If it's in danger, that means leave it alone. Just
let it go. Let it go.
Cloning that stuff. The other one was Wendy's is supposedly giving out free fries on Fridays for the rest of the year. I guess that's a good thing that y'all need to tell people. I guess if y'all big Wendy fans. Yeah, the last one is I got 2 more. For y'all that don't know, O.J. Simpson died.
Yes.
They said it was due to cancer.
Yes.
I think they said because of cancer. Yeah.
Yes.
So
I feel like that wasn't talked about enough.
It was. Oh, it was.
Oh, maybe
it
I
was.
on the right side.
It was talked about. They weren't really just focused on him dying.
They was like
still bringing up
the CD.
Yes, and I did not like that. I don't want to feel that. And the last one I have is that bottled water tops. They have a meaning to them, like different color bottled water.
Yeah.
And on the picture, it has like, I guess for essential, if it's a black top, it's supposed to be alkaline. If it's a white top, it's processed water. If it's a blue top, that's indicating that it's spring water. And if it's green, that means flavored municipal water. And in the video, he said, no wonder the Sunny tastes nasty as
no, for real.
So yeah, whatever flavored municipal water
and
supposed to mean.
My sister, speaking of the devil, my sister literally be like, the Sunny going, I'm like, that is the worst water you could drink.
Yeah.
Why are you drinking that? You're feeding it to your dog.
You're feeding it to your dog.
Like, why are you drinking that?
It's gonna be
something else that they be saying, like, we need to pay attention to. I think we talked about it, or you might have shown me the video. Like the numbers on the fruits and vegetables in the store.
Yes. I think if it starts with a 4, it's organic.
And like 6 is something else. But yeah, I
had
just
with a 9, it's definitely like, I don't know for sure I remember that. I think they said if it's a 9, if you start with a 9, it's like processed or like they've been messing with it. I can't think of the word right now, but
that line don't taste too bad.
I told you that. So yeah, them just my little 60-second facts for this week. Let's get it.
Sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place.
Let's get into this.
Let's get into the top. Okay, y'all. So boom. Y'all know it's prom season, and y'all every year
they is going harder and harder and getting shinier and shinier.
I just want to know what happened to kids being kids, girl. Cause even the
you're 18.
The 10K prom. Did we have like those big send-offs?
I don't even remember having a send-off. I just thought it was your mama and your daddy. Your daddy come pick you up. Y'all take pictures on a camera, a regular camera.
Yeah, like
or a phone.
The one you wind up to.
Wind up back in the day they was using them. Or we using our phones and we just snapping pictures and that's it. But y'all having whole like cookouts, backyard kickbacks and everything before the prom, like just
what we did was everybody had a meetup spot and it was at Harding University because I went to school in Stacy. So it was at Harding University. You took pictures inside because it was this one guy there, like he family to us, but like he just took everybody pictures for the prom. So everybody's like, we're gonna meet at Harding. Everybody take their little pictures with their dates and we'll go to prom. That was the send-off. Like, everybody just meet at one place to take pictures, and then we go to prom. Everybody drive off.
One thing I will
say. But they
having
individual parties.
That's what I'm saying. Like, send-offs, I don't remember having, like, big send-offs like how they have it now. One thing I will say also is what I do like about prom season is, like, whoever the photographers are behind these pictures, that's giving them, like, more exposure each year.
And
because it'd be a lot of, like, photographers that I'm seeing take these pictures, and I'm like, I've never heard of these people, especially back home. Like, to find out all these new photographers that's been taking their pictures, I'm like, dang, like, where was y'all? We was taking out pictures, you know. But I just think now times are definitely like changing, and the aesthetic they're doing is
going
wild.
Lord.
Like I thought dropping 5,000. I even feel like if it's you dropping anything over 2,000, really 1,000, really
On a dress
for a prom dress that you're going to wear one night.
And then you can't really
baby. It's your prom, not your wedding.
And you know, like back then, like you used to just rent a dress. You could just rent a dress.
Let's talk about it, because Blava used to have a place called Days where men could go rent their tuxedos for that day, and then you take it back. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are y'all doing with these prom dresses after y'all
trying to sell them
like this?
Trying to sell them. Ain't nobody going to buy it.
Then the thing is, let's talk about how like y'all doing it just for the pictures, honestly now, because y'all not even really going to prom for real. Y'all walking down the little scene walk, and then y'all leaving to go start turning up. Like, we was in our prom, turn to the music, everything,
dancing to the facts till it was over.
Like prom king and queen. Like, this was a thing
a
too.
Little bit
like
till it was over, and then we gonna go do whatever we do.
Man, like how you saying, like you would meet up beforehand to like take pictures. For some people that wasn't able to do that, like there was a thing backstage, like where, like I'm saying
at the prom.
Yes, there was like a little room at prom for people that didn't like have time to take pictures. Or
we had a theme for our prom.
They still doing themes. I will say
we had a theme, and it was like masquerade. So like you could either make your mask, or they had like a photo booth section. And they had all the stuff, and we took pictures there too.
Yeah, but you would take pictures at the prom. Like it would be a backdrop just in case you didn't get to take them. But baby, y'all is rolling out, doing a red carpet and everything at home for the send off. Like,
and do schools not have dress codes anymore? Cause we had a dress code.
I'm talking about y'all got these chests out,
the legs.
Oh, how the
your
splits
whole
they been having.
Thigh. Baby, look, this dress that just came. Your whole hip out.
Yeah,
that's a cute dress, but like, girl, even to the hair, like y'all already blew my mind with the frontals at 16, but hey.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like back then, like we was doing the good traditional sewing.
And why you stepping on that girl dress?
That'd be a thing. That's a pet peeve too. But that's cute though.
That is cute. Like why are you stepping on that girl dress?
Like we was happy and hyped over just to have the flip over method sewing. If you was wearing a closure back in 2016, you was a little bit more advanced. But I bet you even back then, baby, them closures was pushed back to about this. We wasn't even pulling them up here, gluing them with lace glue, using Got to Be Bold, Hold Erica J, Hold Me Down. Baby, we wasn't using none of that.
And we understand it's 2024, things have changed, but goodness. Are we even trying to keep our kids being kids?
Man.
Just let them be grown.
Because and then the parents, the caption that y'all putting under the pictures for the kids, like it's like y'all more in competition with the kids than the kids.
My daughter
ate down. We're the competition. Who bigger than us? Who us versus them? Like, is it your prom or your kids? Like, stop trying to. That's what I'm telling y'all. Stop trying to relive through these kids. Your time has gone and went away. Like, chill out. Shit. But anywho, I think that a lot of, like we said, we know times is changing. A lot of things are going to upgrade. Like, a lot of new ideas that kids are having. Because I did see there was this one couple back home. Like, he made a lot of the girls' dresses. And he did that. Yes, he like makes dresses.
This one girl, she did her daughter.
And I thought that was pretty dope. But for y'all, this even the aesthetic y'all bringing, like the props and stuff y'all using, these animals, baby, leave them animals at home. If I see one more fluffy bully, whatever them, it might need that look like a
last year it was the goats for me.
It was a goat this year. I seen 2 goats this year. I'm seeing a lot of them fluffy
like I feel like this was her mama made this dress for her. Like,
and that's still appropriate.
That's appropriate. Like you're covered.
She's on a regular car. She ain't got no Benz. It ain't no Benz truck back there.
To her to show the back. Like her mama worked for like a month or 2 for this dress. And like that's like you said, it's appropriate. It's cute. Like she took her time.
Yes, it's giving Cinderella.
Like, can we just keep it back?
But if y'all going this hard for prom, like I can just imagine like how many parents like really went broke for prom for their kids. Like they ain't got graduation around the corner.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I feel
like
they not finna go to college.
Like they not finna go to college in like 3-4 months, like 4-5 months from now. Sure.
I feel for parents this day and age. We thought like asking our parents for a new phone and like get our hair braided. Back then it was a lot. But no, y'all want like $450 hairstyles, $4,000 dresses. You want me to rent a car for one night.
Like, your makeup you gotta have
what
done.
if y'all rent
Nails
that
you
car?
been done.
Oh no.
Like, the outfits y'all wearing after prom.
The car I drove to prom was my goddad's car, and I just thought I was doing something.
Okay.
Like,
first
he just let me.
He drove his dad's car.
That's what I'm saying. What happened to the parents? Just drop me out, pick me up.
But y'all, child.
Y'all got it.
Y'all, they must got it, because we ain't had it. We was working with what we had. Now y'all scraping.
Y'all must got NIL deals in high school.
Something like, who's sponsoring y'all behind these dresses is what I want to know.
Y'all sponsored by Red Bull.
Y'all made a whole lot of companies real.
I
will say, I think a lot of the dresses though.
This is cute.
Yeah, and it's different, and it's still appropriate.
It's still appropriate.
Still appropriate.
It's cute. Yeah.
Quiet on set. Like
quiet on set.
Shoot.
Child.
Let us know what y'all think in the comments.
Yeah, what y'all think about
these prom ideas and these prom aesthetics that's been going on the past couple years, because I can't keep up, baby. Y'all, I just had my first anniversary for our little podcast event, and y'all shut us down off, baby.
Man,
Jesus.
Y'all shut us down at prom.
Like, and then it just, another thing that be bothering me is like, if like we just seen, that girl had on a whole silver sequin dress, and her prom mate, the dude she went to prom with, he had on like a rose gold suit with a white button up under it and a rose gold Camaro in the back. Where is the correlation between what he got on and what you got on?
Hey, and fellas, please stop wearing freaking tennis shoes.
Even if you wearing the tennis shoes, make sure your pants leg need to be touching the bottom of that shoe.
Like,
you coming out with these gauchos trying to be cute. It look like you got her pants on.
The taper suit pants with the tennis shoes is driving me. What? I want to see you in some loafers if you gonna wear taper pants.
These kids don't know about no loafers, baby. They worry about the Margielas and what's the one little Alexander shoe? Y'all worry about wearing the little McQueen. Baby, they skip the McQueens. They done got McQueens are out.
They got on Gucci. I wonder if
y'all got on Rick Owens. Y'all got on brands. I don't even got the money to pronounce how much it is.
Cause what? I cannot.
But I guess this gonna also lead into the next topic that we're finna talk about. So maybe we being too judgmental,
right? Maybe
or are we just really trying to hold y'all accountable? Well, I'm just trying to make it make sense at this point. $4,000 on that prom dress. I don't care what you say. You are 18, my girl. 18.
Are y'all working? Y'all pay for it? I don't know, cause my parents be like, I make sure you got what you need as far as like for your day. But all them other extra ones, you must work in a job, right? Like, Miles for prom was appropriate. Like, you still have taper pants on with some.
That is a good, solid.
Yes. Like.
Is that like velvet? Was that like
it was velvet.
That was nice. That's decent. Even like, the floral like that, when he got on, like.
Yeah, and I think his date just had on a solid black dress. Like, it was a cute, solid dress.
Like, it's okay, y'all was still wearing a good old tux and then put your little spin on, but y'all be going above.
And stop stepping on them girls' dresses.
Bro, don't keep saying that. Get off that girl dress.
Get off that girl dress. Look. Solid black dress.
I wish I could pull up them pictures I seen when them folks had that gold. They had them bullets. What? Get that dog. That dog don't even belong in the girl. Then she had it on the gold. It was like a purse chain.
Was a blue blazer.
I get why y'all ain't got no accessories on. The accessories on the damn dress. Y'all ain't wearing no earrings, no neck pieces, no jewelry, no nothing. Everything is connected to the damn dress. So I get it. Curls, ain't no curls in your hair. And
they ain't doing their own makeup either. You know, some girls was doing that. Or like it was the one classmate that like was doing
makeup. Sure.
My cousin did my makeup.
Alright.
But anyway, we're gonna get off, y'all. We're gonna stop being judgmental. Excuse me.
because that's the next little topic we want to get into. So I'm gonna let Green introduce it.
Okay, so boom.
Tell how it came about.
I like the beginning of this year or whatever, I had kind of wrote like a list of topics or whatever, and one of them was being judgmental versus being held accountable. And something recently happened back home, and it basically, without going too deep into detail, like this girl was wanted for neglect or whatever, resulting in child death. And when this topic came up, I'm like, okay, boom. You got people in the comments like being judgmental and saying, oh, she wrong, woo. And then you got people saying, oh, y'all need to hold her accountable, y'all her friends, woo. So it just made me think like, okay, let's talk about it, because you want us to hold her accountable. Boom, we holding her accountable, but us knowing her personally, like, it's just not something that, and I'll go in detail with you about it, like, off camera, but I think people just, like, we're holding her accountable. Like, she made a mistake that resulted in her child's death, boom. But y'all on the internet, like, being so judgmental and, like, going crazy, like, bashing her so bad. Like,
if it was me, I would have did this.
Yeah,
ain't no way my such and such would never. Like,
yes, it was a mess. So I was like, why not a perfect time to, like, just talk about it or whatever? Yeah. Because of just not even just that situation, everything like that goes on in this world. Especially we didn't talk about like y'all being so judgmental on like famous people and stuff like that, like
other people's lifestyle, other people's relationships, their occupations, what they do for a living, how they dress,
like
what they like, what they eat, like.
So I guess it just okay, boom. Well, y'all know every time we get into a topic, we just go off the actual Google definition of what it means, and then we're gonna go off what we think and all that. So boom, to be judgmental is of or concerning the use of judgment, having or displaying an excessively critical point of view. That's being judgmental. Like, oh, why she do that? Oh, why she with him? She dumb as hell being with him. What do? That's being judgmental. Accountable. Required or expected to justify actions or decisions responsible. Understandable. So to hold somebody accountable to me is to say, hey, you did that and that was wrong. Like, right. Or you know, like
to make somebody
you could have aware of what they did.
They did or how they did it, or just y'all get it. Like,
or like
making them aware of their actions.
You made that bed, now you gotta lay in it. Like, that's you hold somebody accountable, not judging them for making a mistake. We all make mistakes. We all have life experiences, and honestly, I feel like as we go through life, like our mistakes build us. Yeah, they really do. So, and you rather have a friend hold you accountable than be just so judging, because the next time you come and across a crossroad or something, you're not gonna come to them. You're like, they just gonna judge me. They just gonna look at like the negative.
It's gonna make it hard for that person to come to you about anything if you just so quick to judge them for their mistakes or how they're moving or who they are. I feel like as far as being accountable, holding people accountable, I think a lot of people try to do that. It's just the way we go about doing it, like trying to hold people accountable. Like, we don't always. We saying we trying to hold that person accountable, but you might be just strictly bashing them instead of trying to make it known or bring awareness to what it is they actually did, and you just so focused on what they did and not trying to tell them like how they should have went about doing it, I guess, or making them known of why they probably even did what it is that they did. So I do think everybody should have somebody in their corner that is holding them accountable though, because if you just moving through life and like nobody is able to point out or like make it known to you what you're doing, saying, hey, I don't like the way you said that about such and such, like, you know, maybe you shouldn't have did that. Or when it just comes to personal stuff, like, dang, friend, I see you slacking on this, like, you know, like, what's going on? Like, showing more, I feel like when you're trying to hold someone accountable, you should come from a place of concern and not judgment.
Right. And I was going to say, like, even for you, like, when you come to me, you be like, friend, tell me if I'm wrong, or like, tell me, and you tell me a situation, I'm like, yeah, friend, that you could have went about it this way. Yeah, friend, that was wrong. Like, that's holding you accountable for what you did. Like, but if I be like, girl, why would you do that? Like, you so
you
like,
stupid. Like that was dumb as fuck. Like I said, I feel like everybody should have someone. If you are someone that have people around you, like any type of friends, I think that should be a big thing that friends should be able to do.
Yeah.
And not get offended. Always get offended by when someone does point out something that's trying to hold you accountable for it. Don't think everybody that's trying to like look at it as not everybody is trying to hinder you or hate on you. Like some people are genuinely trying to help you because they see something that you don't see, which is why they're pointing it out in the first place.
Yeah.
And if everybody that you're coming across is telling you that something, and like
you need to reflect. You need to see what
because everybody ain't hating on you. Everybody not hating on you. Sorry, not sorry.
And if you can't be held accountable for nothing, it's gonna be hard for you to keep people in your corner. What's
something I just heard somebody say? Something about like a thing that people used to say is like if you're not a coachable person, it's gonna be very hard for you to maneuver through life because nobody can tell you anything.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard for you to be a leader. It's gonna be hard for you to be a leader too because it's always gonna be. It like say you say something to your workers. Say you are an entrepreneur. You say something to your workers and you came at them the wrong way. Like say they was a good worker and they was like, hey, I ain't like how you came about me. I mean, at me about this, and they holding you accountable for what you did, and then you turn around and be like, I don't give a F, like, you under me.
You just so dismissive to everything.
Now you lost a good worker, and now how does your business function without it? Because that's how I be thinking too, like, people think once they're the boss that they ain't.
There's no room for improvement or to have, like, there's no room for anybody else to critique what you're doing.
Right. But I'm out here working for you, so I'm seeing it from everybody else's point of view, from a worker's point of view. You're only seeing your vision, and I'm showing you who's working for you or what's going on. You got to take what I say into consideration.
Something I seen too, as far as like going back to like being on the judgmental stuff, is it was a post I seen where they like social media has made it to where like everybody feel like they have a right to some type of opinion. Granted, freedom of speech, that's a thing, and everybody can have their own opinion on things, but don't be so quick to push your narrative or push your beliefs and push your way of doing things onto other people. Like, stop shoving down what you should have did, how you could have did, what they ought to did down other people's throat. Like, it's a way you could go about doing things instead of just flat out, like we're saying, like bashing people, like coming off as judgmental about it, because don't nobody want to sit around and be around nobody all day that's doing that either. Like, I don't want to be around people all day that's just sitting around worried about what the next person doing. Because if you got your nose all up in other people's business, like, when do you have time for your own business? What are you doing wrong? Like,
this is good, but it said holding someone accountable is making them answer for their own behavior. Judging them is giving your opinions you have biasly made up in your mind.
So that's a good way to bias.
Yes, that was a good way.
If you're being held accountable, it's coming from a place of, like we say, concern, not being biased. But when you being judgy, it's coming from a personal. You're speaking from a personal, like, I can't think of how to say it.
Personal.
Yeah.
Feelings, personal.
Yes, when your feelings and stuff start to get involved in it, like, that's when it becomes like judgmental.
And some Christian folks might hate to hear this, but a lot of Christian folks
are very judgmental.
Yeah, they instead of holding you accountable, they are very judgmental. Like, you done did the worst sin in the Bible because you ain't do X, Y, and Z. Like, you ain't never had a past life or ever made a mistake. Like, it's different than being like, hey, baby,
walking around like
the Bible says, yes, like, it's a difference between saying, hey, baby, the Bible says this, or read over these scriptures and, like, just reflect on what you did, instead of saying, oh, baby, you going to hell for that one, because da-da-da-da-da, like, God said you can't do that, and you did it, so it's over with. You need to go right now in your room, and you need to go repent, and if you don't,
you held back, first class.
Hold on, boo.
Pump the brakes. Are you the Messiah?
Like, I think that's why and maybe I don't know. I guess maybe you should change the way like we said we come to people, we address those things because I think that's where
I'm big on it. Like it ain't
elders,
what you say, it's how you say it.
Mm-hmm. I think that's where a lot of elders feel like they just come at you so strong.
Because now it's hard for me to come to you for like advice
even
or
about
to get your opinion on
the
things.
jeans, the church and the jeans.
Yes.
Like, why is you
so got your panties in a wad about that?
Like, God is still going to accept me. I would just be just fine with my review.
Man.
But that's okay. Christian people you come into church with one hole in your teeth.
Child,
I know what she was doing last night. Like,
ugh.
God do not like ugly, and you being real ugly in His house.
You being too critical for me at this point. If I love God and you love God, why we can't just come to agreement and think that?
And times have changed. Like,
thanks.
Alright.
These ain't the 1960s, 1950s.
And I understand some churches have
rules or like
guidelines.
guidelines.
Like beliefs that you don't come to church, like you wear your long skirt. Understood. Destiny won't be attended.
Right. That's just not the space for me. That's not the place for me. I think that we can all still agree to disagree on a lot of things.
I feel like your dress in church should be a certain length.
Certain things should be appropriate. Like learn, you gotta know the difference you gotta know the difference in being appropriate and not just fully just trying to be hooked on like this is who I am. Like certain things should be appropriate. Like,
hey, look, we was just being with them prom dresses, so we ain't saying we perfect, but we just gotta know the difference.
And then you know what? People be so quick to say like, well, this is my money. I do what I want with my money. That's cool. Like, that's fine. But later on down the line, when that kid instead of breaking off your pockets, it's based off the behavior that you're showing them. Like, they're gonna keep wanting that. You have that's something you gotta be able to keep upholding. Like, pay attention to that too.
Thanks.
The way these kids being raised nowadays, that's what's making them not be coachable or not be want to held accountable for things because of the way that they're being raised.
And
like,
you don't have to work for nothing.
Well, my mom said it was okay, so alright. Your mama ain't going to college with you. Your mama ain't working that same job you working.
And I hate to say this, and this might be a little off, but like even as far as like respect, like I feel like a lot of parents don't make their kids be respectful to other adults. Well, they not your mama, so you don't have to listen to them. Like, since when? Because you're still a kid. Like,
and it's still some truth behind staying in the child's place.
And if you're in their house or you're doing something wrong and they see it, you dang right they're gonna hold you accountable for what you did and call you out about it.
Thanks.
But I feel like you can't tell kids these days nothing because guess what? That mama comes behind them, well, it's my kid, they do it. All right,
and that ain't doing nothing behind them in the long run.
Do what you want. You'll be sitting in that courthouse with them while they judge give them their sentence.
Okay.
Hate to say it, but hey.
So just know the difference, I think, being not to be so judgmental about things towards people, because that makes it hard for people to want to open up to you about certain things, from relationships to even friendships, even people that have kids, like going to their parents about things. Like, it's a lot of people that have very judgmental parents that they can't come to they can't go to their parents about, because they know how judgmental or how biased their parents are going to be based off how they live. Well, this is your child's life, and if that's what they want to do, like, give them that space or that opportunity to at least try to do that. And then if it don't work out to them, then that's when you come back to them and tell them, well, hey, this is why I mentioned this back then. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's your life, so I gotta let you live and learn. I don't even think y'all giving them the option to like live and learn though.
Hey, no.
I just don't think it was like that when back then, like.
And I think this might be a little off too, but I think part of it is like we stuck on not being what our parents was to us, that I ain't gonna lie, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh, I probably won't do with my kids that my parents did with me. But it's a lot of stuff that I still feel like was important to teach me that you don't do this. Like, yes, you getting your hand popped or you getting a whooping when you do something wrong. Like that, I feel like there should still be some form of discipline, and I feel like because we were disciplined,
some type of structure, like you still gotta raise your kids with some type of structure.
And hey, and I
don't be so quick to dish off on these kids and say, well, they grown now, she 18, child, she grown. That's still your child. Like, they still need guidance.
And I done learned too from my friends that got kids, gentle parenting don't work on every kid.
So
anyway,
as us being friends, do you feel like we do a good job of holding each other accountable for things?
Yeah, I feel like I think we do a good job at holding our tongue too when it comes to certain stuff. Like we know, like we done made each other upset or we made each other feel some type of way, but like I feel like we don't just act off of that a lot. Like we hold our tongue and get our words together, and then when it's time to talk, like I know me, I speak for me then, cause like I know me sometimes be like, especially with, all the crazy stuff going on, like I be ready to be like, friend, then I be like, no, she's still human, she's still my friend, like, so I think I know for sure I do a good job of like making sure I hold you accountable instead of just coming off so judgmental and be like, but like when we just talked not too long ago, like, you know what you're dealing with. I'm like, hey, why? You told me why. Okay, you know what you're dealing with. You know what comes with it. I'm still here for you.
Right.
Like, so I do think we do a good job on holding each other accountable versus being judgmental and like, because I think like there's always opportunities to be judgmental, but when you love somebody and when you really care about that person, you gotta come off the right way.
You should still, I think it's support is what it is. I feel like as friends, your friends ain't gonna agree with everything you do. They're not gonna like every decision you make. But if you call yourself my friend, like a true friend, is gonna still support whatever you choose to do, unless it's something that can be pointed out as wrong. And even when it's wrong, because saying I don't like for people to say is I'm with you, I'm riding with you right or wrong.
Yeah,
I don't abide by that, because I'm riding with you when you're right, and when you're wrong, I'm here to correct you and hold you accountable, so you don't keep doing it over and over.
No, I'm not gonna cut you off, but I'm gonna let you know, hey. Because
I'm a big person. If you a friend of mine, if I call you somebody that's my friend, like a true friend, like you somebody I feel like I'm doing this life thing with for a long time, and you're a reflection of me.
Right.
So I'm not.
And I'm not a yes man. Nah.
Okay. If you're looking for somebody that's just gonna agree with everything you got going on, you might need to find a different friend. Because I'm here to hold you accountable. I'm here to uplift you. I'm here to keep you on the right path. I'm here to grow with you. I'm here to support you. I'm going to do all of that. But to sit here and say, like, oh, man, I'm with you right or wrong, like, I don't give a fuck. Because that's just like saying, if my friend just go out and she just out here going around just smacking bitches just because they looking upside the head, now she come to me and I'm gassing her, and now we both out here just smacking bitches for no reason, like, no.
What is that doing for us?
Okay, how are we growing from that? Like, how much of a friend am I being if I just continue to let her act on that behavior instead of saying like, but friend, you don't think you could have went about that the wrong way? Like, but for y'all to just really be out here like, I don't care why I'm my friend right or wrong, whether they in the wrong, it's like, no.
I'm definitely that friend. Be like, what happened? Like, what happened though? Like, you know, like
I'm a wild person.
Yeah, like
why did you do that instead of saying I wouldn't have did that? Start asking like, what's the why? What was the reason? You know, because some of y'all be really gaslighting y'all friends when it comes to a lot of things and making them feel like they're in the right. It's like, baby, no, you should have corrected her.
My friends know I'm holding them accountable quick, especially
Because if you don't want me to, and this is my thing too, when it comes to certain stuff, like even with us, like if it's not something you want me to hold you accountable for, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't share that with me.
Don't even put me in there.
In it, yes.
Don't put me in that group.
Take me into consideration when you make your decision.
Facts.
Because if you know how I am, you know I'm gonna have something to say about it. Especially if it's not something.
And I think you done got to that point now too, like. You know me. We know each other, like, so we know certain stuff is like, all right, let me get my shit together.
Like, don't even mention it. It ain't no you gotta lie about. Just don't bring it up. Just don't even mention it. Especially if you don't want nobody to be able to
because that's how I am with my daddy. I make sure ducks is in a row before I tell him certain stuff, because I know I'm going to hear about it every time I talk to him until I do that thing or until I fix what I was doing. Like, we already talked about this once. If I keep bringing it up, like, if I don't want him to hold me accountable about it, I'm just going to get my shit together. Then we're going to come back and visit this conversation when I got it together.
Every time.
And then every time it comes to that thing, you're going to have that person in the back of the mind, like, they would tell me,
I know how this, I know how this person is, so let me make sure I do this before I tell her, or let me make sure I add this on there before, because I know how she going to be about this, and like vice versa. But y'all, man, get y'all some people that's holding y'all accountable for things, and if you don't feel like anybody in your circle should be holding you accountable, I think that's a problem. I don't even think that's being...
think it's a you problem.
Judgmental. I think that's being reasonable. That's just being reasonable. That ain't hating. That ain't judging you. That ain't trying to tear you down. That ain't trying to say, I don't want to see you get to where you trying to go through. Like, that's just being real.
Facts. Because
if can't nobody tell you when you're in the wrong,
you're going to have it hard.
You scared. I don't even want to be around you. You a bad man, Jim.
It's going to be hard.
You lose it all. You risking it all.
And then, like, I ain't got nobody. You ain't got nobody because you...
There's a difference in doing what makes you happy. Like, if I get it, if that's something that you're doing that's really making you happy, like, it's keeping you sane, like, it's elevating you, I'm all for it. But if it's something that I know I can stop ahead of time because I see the road of destruction you're going down, I'm going to say something. And I say this too. Real friend, sometimes you got to say stuff whether they like it or not.
What?
Especially if it's coming from a place of, like I said, from the heart, from a place of love.
Right.
Because I care about you that much. Yes, I'm telling you, I'm putting you in your place. Yeah, I'm putting you in your place about it. Okay. Because I'm your friend. If no, you'd rather want to hear from somebody that love you, somebody on the inside, than to keep hearing that same thing on the outside. Like, because that's when you feel like everybody against you.
So I feel like if your friend telling you, that's how you know. Yeah, all right, I'm doing something right. You know, because she coming to me about it. All right, she's seeing it too now. Like, and there's somebody I spend a lot of time with. I'm like, she know me back of her hand, so it's like, okay, she come to me about it. I gotta get it together. Now, y'all do need to know the difference between if you got people in your circles that's always, like we say, having their mouth on every little thing you do. Y'all gotta be able to watch some friends too that's really praying on your downfall on some shit. Like, cause you gonna have some, it be just as many people on the inside, you know what I'm saying, trying to tear you down versus the outside. And it's a lot of stuff I take better from her than I do, like, any other of my friends. Like,
and it's just about
y'all ain't been in the trenches with me to say that. Like, y'all haven't been there to, certain stuff you just don't have room to put your mouth on.
Or the credentials to speak on certain things. So, and I think that's where a lot of judgment comes in from people. Is like, you don't really have the credentials to speak on it.
Because you didn't see me in that time to speak on that time. You know? You only knowing what I'm telling you. Yeah. But to see me in it, then you could speak on it.
Facts.
Yeah. Any final remarks?
Cause that did right there for sure. Like, that's a good way to wrap it on up. So yeah, y'all be kind. Don't be so quick to just pop off at the mouth on people. Yeah, so quick to judge people, because you never know what people are really going through. And if you really coming from a place of concern, just ask. Like, if it's something you see that ain't right, something that don't look right, just ask. Really, if you really genuinely care and want to help that person do better. Yeah. And I just sit back and just talk about people just cause, like, shut up sometimes, for real.
For real. So my challenge for y'all this week, whenever y'all see this week,
right?
Is to, like, second think. Just think before you speak. Pay attention to how much you judging people. We never know what people going through. So just be kind and just pay attention this week. Like,
be mindful.
Facts.
Be more mindful of a lot of things and not so quick to just go off at the mouth about stuff. Yeah. Start creating that safe space for people to want to accept your opinion and take into consideration the things that they're telling you. Yeah. You got to be able to, in order to be a good friend, you got to show in order to have a good friend, you have to be a good friend.
Thanks.
That's something we need to talk about too. That's gonna be another topic for another day. What is a good friend?
In order to have a good friend, you gotta be a good friend. Right. What
a
does
lot
it
of people,
take to be?
Because I feel like a lot of people
want.
want.
Put that in notes so don't forget.
I feel like a lot of people want good friends, but they don't even know how to be a friend. Like,
ooh.
The things that you're wanting, like out of other people.
Okay,
like,
stay tuned.
The things that you're wanting, like out of other people, like you're not even willing to reciprocate that into those around you, like.
Or you want to tell everybody what to do, and friend, I think you should do this, and you ain't even applying it to your own.
To your own.
Or say, I'm telling you, well, Trika, I think this week you need to focus on X, Y, and Z, and da 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 da. And then you tell me, well, Destiny, I think this week you need to focus on.
Nah, this ain't about me.
So stay tuned for that episode because it's coming. Because we can make a whole episode about that alone. Yeah.
Y'all have been tuned in to another episode.
DNT Podcast.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because you'll never be disappointed. You'll always be surprised when you hop up on this channel. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about DNT. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about this and neat. I'm Trika Roche.
I'm Destiny Lynn.
And the duo is
signing out.